Generic greetings and welcome to Space Haven. Today's beverage is a nice refreshing tropical fruits juice drink, very nice indeed. So this is the GSV Boxington, and as you can see, it's a box. It was actually a Borg cube that something really heavy landed on the top of. That's not true. Either way, inside the GSV Boxington we have some squishy things such as Lacey, Matthew, Helena and Cassidy, and some not so squishy things that they can operate. Things like the tools facility, the generator, the recycler, the hyperdrive, the storage, various shuttles and pods, recycling stuff, and this together makes a crewed spaceship. Hang on, crewed or crude? Actually both is technically true, and because the natural environment for a spaceship is space, that's where we are situated, and in space we have asteroids, derelict ships, wreckage, and the whole point in the game is you have to explore and meet things and fight things and trade and that sort of thing. It's a game I've played for about 2 and a bit hours now, so certainly your first impressions are not any sort of full review, and also it's not finished. It's in early access, so the typical disclaimers apply. Obviously there's more to be added, tweaks and changes to be made, bugs to be squished, that sort of thing. Either way, links in the description as always so you can check it out yourself. Let's take a little bit of a look at the game. So I'm just past the sort of main tutorial-ish stage, I believe. Day 14, currently 2 in the morning, and we can see on the top right here the overall schedule. So you've got sleep time, work time and free time. I've not touched this. I haven't touched any of the priorities because it's all set up automatically, and so far I haven't needed to alter it, and also quite frankly I'm not at that level at this stage that I can alter it with any degree of confidence and say that it's actually more helpful than it was on default. If you need any sort of direct comparison, which I try and avoid, but it may be helpful for some, it sort of takes a lot of the oxygen not included simulation stuff, so things like the gas systems and management of power distribution and things like that, and mixes it with a bit of RimWorld and obviously a bit of space, if that comparison there is in any way, shape or form helpful to you. Either way, people are currently sleeping in this very, very basic crew quarters, which consists of some chairs, a couple of lights, some beds, and also a toilet that's just open to the elements on the left-hand side because, well, apparently air fresheners are abundant in space, hopefully. We can see this thing here that's changing colour. This is actually our thermal regulator. You can alter the overall temperature and it'll heat and cool as required. Obviously that requires power, which is why I've got the generator. We need food, so we've got like a grow bed with light there, and then a kitchen over on the left hand side. Everything is pretty much all over the place, scattershot, because this is a sort of tutorial type ship, so it just gives you a little bit, which actually was along here and down to about there. I expanded a little bit to the southeast, and then expanded pretty much to the northeast to get this bit here. This is a hyperdrive, this is some power distribution, and we've got like the navigation console and the operational console. Either way, I'm going to put it to max speed while we wait for them to wake up. Obviously they will have a little bit of free time for them to go out and about, so they'll probably have a little talk. They'll probably be playing on this arcade machine that I built. Ironically, probably playing Asteroids, I believe, when we can see it animating there. Yeah, a bit of Asteroids there. And actually playing co-op as well, by the look of it. And obviously they'll need to get some food. So what I want to do today is go ahead and start to mine these asteroids here. So I'm just going to set those to mine. So I've set all 3 of those asteroids to be mined. So we've got some energium, we've got some raw chemicals, and some base metals. And obviously we use that to create many different things using the machines that we have now. We've only got a tools facility at the moment and a recycler, but if we go to building here we can see that we have loads of objects, and we've got things like, you know, microwavers, assemblers, energy refinery, chemical refineries. Some of them do have like a heat output and a gas output, so that's something that I haven't touched at this stage because I'm not confident enough, but we will get there eventually. And you may have noticed that we also have incoming ship next turn. I don't know what it is, and I'm hoping it's friendly because I've got no shields or guns on this thing, and maybe that's something I should probably put on. Anyway, we'll go to edit. You can see that we have the option to build hull, remove hull, you know, do all of this sort of thing, and you can build this from scratch. That is the level of detail that you have here and level of freedom that you can make this ship from scratch, tile by tile, which I really, really appreciate. Anyway, they're cracking on to do all this sort of thing. I'm going to go back to objects and to, where would it be? In Technically it would be, I would have thought it would be life support, but I'm actually looking for a gun. We have an energy turret there, and we can place one, and I'm going to place an energy turret probably in this corner here next to the hyperdrive because it's really the only space for it. So I'll place that there. It also says requires controlled from I'm guessing a weapons console, and there is a weapons console just there. So I'll rotate that round and can I fit it in there? I cannot. So I'm going to place it in here. The only place that the only thing I don't have is a shield console because, well, I don't have shields. Anyway, building a gun might hopefully help us out. If anything comes along, you do have pirates and things to fight. I've not yet personally had to have a fight, but you know, you're better safe than sorry, I guess. And yeah, there we are. So you can see Matthew and Helena are like sort of going around doing logistics, working on, well, currently they're just harvesting some plants. If we go to grow here, we can see we've got 2 root vegetables, 1 artificial meat fibers, and some fruits there. And obviously they grow food and then eat it on the left-hand side. Looks like both of these pods are gone. The pods are obviously just one-person pods that are used for construction and mining, and you can see they're on the left-hand side there. Very much reminds me of sort of 2001 and 2010 Space Odyssey stuff, and a little bit more industrialized perhaps, but you know, that's what sort of comes to mind when I look at those. In terms of all the options and UI stuff, on the top left you have the galaxy map. You can see we are currently here, and I've travelled from this location, so I've probably gone a little bit further than the game probably wanted me to, but there you go. And we also have, looks like, different galaxies, and yeah, there's no way I'm going to explore all the way around there. You also have your different factions as well, so you can see that we do have, well, I think it was there, no, it was there, I think. Anyway, one of them, I don't know what that is. Weird. I hope that's not Tyranids coming towards us. Yes, we had one of these factions that was actually pirates, but you got Slaver Guilds, Cult of New Haven, Military Alliance. Obviously, a lot of these were in positives and negatives as well. Pirates just were generally just, you know, hostile. But there you are. Anyway, we'll go back to the fleet, and this is our ship there. We don't need to check that out. That's fine. We've had a quick look at this here, where you've got your priorities and schedules and your ships and such. We've got the options for turning on, this is system readiness, navigation, we're all, we'll just say, yeah, on, offline, elevated system readiness, and then forced, workers occupy console till exhausted. No, I don't think we'll do that. You've got, that's for hyperspace and stuff, obviously things like our ship control here, you got operations and turrets to set up, and yeah, targeting and such. And then this is our what's that called? It is the tactical map, where we've seen where you just zoom out there. Then finally you've got your data log to show you the sort of overall story, which I'm not going to spoil because I don't tend to do that, but basically there is a story and you'll find different fragments as you progress on through the game and look at the different things available. So anyway, I've told them to crack on with that sort of thing. I'm going to max speed this out because we do have someone potentially arriving tomorrow, but I don't know what or who they'll be. We do have the resources to build the things that I've ordered, so it'll take them a little bit of time, but they will eventually get there. You can see they're bringing resources here, and once the resources are there, they'll then start to build it, which is good. Let's have a quick zoom out. We can see that we have insufficient resources, and ship has entered. So the ship has entered as the SG, what was that? I didn't catch it. It is the SGS Alpharon, and we're going to hail the ship. So let's have a quick chat. And there's someone also turning up tomorrow, so I'm hoping they haven't got like pirates on their tail or something horribly naughty. Looks like Helena's on the console, and you can see it's all animating like different lights flashing and that sort of thing. There's a very nice level of detail. It does sort of bring the ship to life a bit when you see all these things like activating. So, you're talking to the Slavers Guild, so you can negotiate with them to share vision or, you know, have permission to, like, go to them. If I go to, also declare war, offering, like, gifts and such to increase relationships, let's go to trading. And, strangely, the one thing that they are not trading, they're trading hyperfuel, but they're not trading any people for slavers. They are really, really garbage slavers. So, there you are. Actually, no, sorry, that's their wants. They have space food. Food specially formulated to provide a complete and balanced nutritional for individuals working in space while being easy and safe to store. Oh, like vegetable soup then. We've got electronic components, water or ice, that sort of thing. Yeah, water and then ice in water and then water in solid form. It comes in bricks in space. Anyway, we don't really want to talk anymore to slavers because they are slavers. You can see the pods drop down there and they're going to crack on. So we've got the console there. That is for our weapons console, and then we've got this on the right hand side. On the top right, it shows you the resources in the area and the different things. You've got the derelict, and you've got the the HSS it's Arago. Yeah, and that's over on the far right-hand side here. That's the derelict. This one is actually a ship that we could get up and running. This has got a hyperdrive on it, although to be fair there's a big hole in the side, so that's going to be a little bit of an issue there. Looks like the people are resting comfortably. They're having to sit down in this was going to be the bridge, or rather not really a bridge, more of just a command center, because it's sort of in the center. It's in the sort of middle part of the ship. But yeah, it's actually become the dining room. I do want to expand to this side and build some more stuff there, and we'll probably do that in a bit. But it looks like the turret is now in. So if we go outside, we can see, yeah, we have a turret. Cool. Hull stability is 50, shields at 0. This is our hull stabilizer, so if that goes to, if we get 0 stability, then yeah, that's the end of that. Looks like they're going to put ammo in it. Is that right? They're putting ammo in it. That's cool. Alright, so we have at least one way to protect ourselves. I don't know if another gun would be a interesting choice. What we also got, scanner module can partially reveal the interior of another ship and control from the operation console. Scanning only works if ships and stations have functional power generator. Do I want another energy turret? Is it, do I want another? Yeah, I do. I mean, the answer is yes, but the follow-up question is where to put it. I could put it right in the center, couldn't I? I'll rotate it. I'm going to put the energy turret there, just because, you know, more guns, more better at this stage. Oh, but we don't have energy blocks and tech blocks, so I don't think... Oh, no, we have those resources. It's just telling us, you know, we don't have tech blocks. I think we're out of a tech block, which means that we're going to have a look at one of these other ships then. So I'll let them crack on and build the rest of it. Yeah, we're still waiting for... Yeah, that. So we're just not... Insufficient resources for scrap. So, yeah, that's fine. I understand that. And that job's not possible. That's a shame. So I can't, at this stage, build the rest of that. But it means that if we do some exploring over to the right-hand side in these two areas, we might be able to do something. And what's this? The ship entered the sector CNHS Abyssal Vanguard, and it's now over here. And we could have a little chat with that one. Let's go for hail, and we'll see what the deal is. I've told to hail them, but I don't know if they're going to do that because... Oh, yeah, they're actually going to do that. So there we go. So this is the Cult of New Haven, talking to Matthew Beckham here. And you can see vision not shared and their minuses. So I'm just going to say goodbye. I don't want to be... actually, no. Let's hail them again. That's actually the bad... I should have hailed them. And we'll see if we can do some trading. So let's trade, and we are wanting tech blocks. They are offering... No, and no. Let's go to new trade. I'll see if there's anything in the... No, so sadly, the things that we want, they are not trading, which is a shame. When you trade, it sets up the trade here, and you physically have to have the pod go over there and come back. It is very smart that way. Anyway, so it is currently day 14:21. Why are they not gone to sleep yet? I would have thought they would have done that schedule. Ah, there we go. It's now on free time, and they're probably going to do that now. Anyway, so that's getting sorted, and they're probably going to go to sleep. So I think one of them just left the sector on the left-hand side. So there's quite a bit of traffic and a bit of life in this area, so that's all fine. So I think tomorrow what we'll do is we'll have a little explore over on this area. So that requires us to draft the people and get them over there and that sort of thing. Oh, this is bad. Ship entered the sector, the PCS... The happy... Oh, good grief. We've got a pirate by the look of it, and they're actually trading shots with each other. Right, I'm going to say target. I want to say turrets online, and this is bad because I've never actually used them before. Can we activate the turrets? How does one activate the turrets? No job associated with it. No. Target. And... there we go. I'm going to say target there. Yeah, so that's now targeted. And they've got is that a power generator? It is a power generator. Luckily, even though we're all asleep, nobody's shooting me. Which is good, I guess. Assign gunner. Who do I want as the gunner? Does it really matter? The closest person would be fine. Oh, actually no, it requires cancel. Pause. Right. So this is all new and chaotic. So let's check gunnery for each of these crew members. So gunnery, we want something really, really high. Gunner, 0. Garbage. Next. Matthew, we'll check Matthew. Gunner, 1. Still garbage. Gunner 2, not as garbage, and Lacey is back to 1. So Cassidy is the best gunner that we have. So we will say, yeah, that's all set up. That's fine. And we want to say assign gunner Cassidy and accept, and they're now assigned, and they're hot-footing it. We can't see because the top's on there. They're hot-footing it to this thing here, and then we will start trading shots. The reason for it is, by the look of it, this guy is winning, but only just, you can see their shields is slowly going up and down, but this one's going down more. And there we go. Yes, we've actually got some shots out as well, so we're able to target. Looks like they're just firing random scatter shot stuff. Can we actually just target it like from here and say there? I guess we probably could. Remove target, stop charger. Yeah. You also got loads of different options for it. But yeah, we're targeting around there. But sadly, you can see the damage is sort of being scattered all over the place. But at least we're able to fire, so we're helping out at least. And this is the Happy Harlot, and they have shields of 1 still going down. Hull stability is also being reduced. And now I wonder what happens when we defeat them, because maybe this guy will help us out. I have no idea if that's actually the case or not, though. And it's also the first fight we've had. Oh, we've had an accident on board. They also might jump out before anything else, but there you are. I like the way that the rest of the crew is just nonchalantly going about their normal day-to-day business. And why are we not firing again? I've set the gunner. Assign. Cassidy. Accept. I think it's because I changed the. Yeah, I changed this. There you go. Now I can alter the settings on it. There you are. Oh, and that's bad. So the brilliant. So the ones that they were shooting at, they've left. So this is just us now to be dealing with this guy. But we are trading shots. You can see there the damage is going down their overall hull. But I don't know if it's going down at a faster rate than repair. It doesn't look like it. But we are also taking damage. We are on almost half health. But hopefully the next shot or two... There, destroyed the Happy Harlot. And there it goes. And boom. Wow. So it looks like there's something going under there. I saw a pod drop out from the bottom. And I'm guessing what's happened is they've abandoned the ship. And they're jumping away. Well, do you know what that means? We need to repair the ship. But also... I want to draft you. I want to draft you. And I want to draft this shuttle, because now we can tell them to go inside and we're going to visit this thing. We're going to board it to see what's the spoils of war, basically. Hopefully it's something to finish the other thing in there. Also, I think perhaps some sort of shield generator would be in order. Let's go over to dock, and we can select that airlock there, and we'll accept that, and then we'll go ahead and sort that one out. We also want to do the same thing over on the right hand side. We can claim these ships, and we can completely disassemble them all, so that is something that I may go ahead and do, but we'll see. So already a little bit thrilling, and a little bit of a surprise there. I do have to actually build some hyperspace pods for going between the different systems, but I haven't yet done it. And there's some more stuff going around there. I don't know if you saw some. Yeah, there's some animation stuff. I don't know what that is. Anyway, we are coming up to this thing here. We're going up, and I like all the different effects, like the little thrusters and stuff. Nice bit of detail there. And let's see what's happened. It looks like it's obviously broken. We'll say leave and then leave. I don't know if we can inside here. I don't know if we can like find. Oh, there's people on board. We have people on board. They are actually still defending their ship. And, oh, that's all kinds of bad. I didn't expect them to be here. Right, we're going to get back on. No. It looks like Cassidy has surrendered. Quick, run away. No. Okay, I think, looks like they've taken control of Cassidy. Okay, then. So they're now a prisoner. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe that thing around there is actually... Yeah, I'm gonna have to run, basically. Cassidy is now a prisoner. We'll have to come and rescue them. The problem being that I don't have... Well, you see they're now in jail on the left-hand side there. I don't have any way to rescue them, not with the people that I have on board. Their ship can't move because the hyperdrive's gone, and I don't think they'll be able to repair it, but I now don't have the ability to really do anything else over there. You know what I'm going to do? While I've got this shuttle, I will say dock, and I'm going to say select that one there, and then we'll explore that location. You can see health is slowly going up because of our hull stabilizer here, so that is fine. I'm also going to go over to building and then edit and build hull, and I want to build the hull probably 8 extra up that way because I need to add more sections. The plan for for this video is to actually do a little bit of building here. I didn't expect to have to fight off against pirates and such. To be fair, I don't expect to continue on with this save anyway, because I've made some mistakes in the building, but I guess it's a nice representation of what can happen. So this is the abandoned place, and we can see that I can now go around again because we're on direct control and go and explore this thing. Now, I have no idea what's going to be here. It could be horrible space beasties. It could be some people that have been captured or unconscious or whatever. We can find different pods and information and that sort of thing. And oh, looks like there's an active couple of things in here. So this is a hyperdrive. I guess we could salvage this ship. It looks like it looks like that basically there's a big hole in the side, and I can tell them to go on the outside. They will use their jetpacks. I'll show you that. You do move a little bit slower, or quite a lot slower actually, but you can use your jetpack, you see, to go there. We'll thrust back, and there you are. Anyway, we'll go back to there, and I don't know what I can do with this ship. I guess I could capture it and then demolish everything on it. That is a possibility, although I don't know if that is the way forward. I'm also very worried that I might not get back this crew. But you can see they are over on the left-hand side. Are they healing up as well? They are... Oh, someone's coming over. Eliza and someone else. They're sort of going through this space thing. Oh, yes, they'll have to keep coming back to the spacesuit. Oh, I think they're dying. I need medical need. Yeah, they're going to die. I think they're bleeding out. I don't have options to control them, and they're not healing them, so I think they're going to die. That's suboptimal to say the least. 1 health, that's their current health level is 1. The reason they keep coming back is because they've got no oxygen on board their ship because there's a big holes in it. So yeah, that's what's happened there. So they're gonna have to keep coming back to fill that stuff up. And oh, there goes Cassidy. We have lost our first person in space. Space apparently is not an overly friendly place. Anyway, live and learn. So you can see now that these are this is getting built now. So this is expanding the hull. So very, very freeform, and you can build it pretty much how you like in any sort of shape and form factor, which is really, really cool and gives some nice options for building all kinds of stuff. But yeah, there we go. That's building over there. They're going to continue on around that location. I'll have to remove some of these things, like this is a... this is for power. I'm going to move it, and I will move it to... I'll rotate it to there and put it on that wall. So yeah, that's now confirmed. Drift Fronton, yes. So they are over there. I want to say you come back, please, and I want to then dock. And they're now undrafted. That's fine. So critical resources low. So it says the hull block we are low on rather. And object not on power grid, which is the Boxington, and that's because I have moved it over to there, or rather I should have shifted it. Has it been shifted yet? I don't think it has, because it was originally on that wall section. That might be a problem. So we can see that these are without power, and these have insufficient resources to continue building that. So we'll have to get those resources from elsewhere, and I'm guessing it's going to be on the right-hand side. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out the power grid. The thing that I told to move, it doesn't look like they've moved it. Let me just put the walls up so we can see. No, that's not actually been done. So I want to get rid of that wall section there. That's where we had that thing hanging up. That's just a standard X1 wall. I want to build objects and go to power, and then a wall power node. Oh, it's actually already ordered. You can see it's there. It is there. So they've removed it, but they've just went to bed or something in the meantime, which is not good. What I can do is go to this mode here, and you can see I can hail these different people. I'm guessing if I hail them, I might have been able to get back my crew member there, but let's hail them and see what the deal is. We can also, though, hail over on the right-hand side there. This is the ACS Thumpkin, which is currently unexplored. So I've told them to hail them, and we'll sort that one out. You can see they're probably a little bit hungry because they've not got any food, but once they go to work, they'll probably end up shifting that one. Yeah, insufficient resources. Yeah, they'll sort that out. Not on power grid. The Boxington. Why is that not built then? That's strange. Yeah, you see that is there. It is there. There we go. It's getting built now. I was wondering. It's definitely ordered and definitely built. So let's go on to that mode. Links. We'll link it up to there, and then that will now power everything. There we go. That's fine. This sends out resources. Can't do this. That's understandable. I've told them to hail on the right-hand side, so they will go and do that when they have got the time, because they're obviously following the standard procedure for their overall jobs and priorities. So there we go. Oh, I thought we were going to go ahead and sort that out. Yes. Now why are they not hailing? Very strange. Anyway, what I can do, I can claim or abandon this thing here. Make it permanently a derelict. I'm going to abandon it and make it a derelict. And I'm going to transfer. Oh, there's nothing like transfer, but I can say salvage. So I'm going to say, yeah, I could either claim it and build it up as a ship, which I don't want, but what I'm going to do is get all of this scrap and transfer it to ourselves. Yes, there you go, and you got the line to do that. And the reason for that is there's probably a lot of resources that I can hopefully claim. And you can see actually what's happening is they've moved over there and they're literally ripping the walls off. This is what really, really intrigued me when I first saw it. That not just that you build these things and it simulates lots of stuff. It's you know, you can physically rip down the walls of things and build the ship up from scratch, which I thought was really cool. So we're now salvaging all of that, and it gives you a lot of options there. A lot of options. Anyway, so also, sadly, I am well over my carry rate there. I don't know what negative effect that has, but it's going to have some negative effect. Insufficient resources, ice and hull block for certain tasks, which is fair enough, understandable. Let's check out the jobs. Say there's no jobs there. I wonder why they're not contacting them. I'll turn those off and I'll just say hail on that one and see if they actually go ahead and do it. It might be that the person that we lost was the only one that can do that. Operations. No? Lacey can do that. And it's high priority. Oh well. So they'll probably do that. They'll do that eventually in the morn. But that is expanded to the left. So what I'd want to do is expand the walls and go around. So let's do just that. Oh, a solar panel. That'll be cool if I build that. Let's go over to furniture and walls. That's it, fine. And then we want to build this wall. We'll rotate around. I want to build it up and then across like so. And then down to there. And the reason for that is I want to... This is a wall light. I want to move the wall light to, say, there for now so I can get rid of the wall. I want to move the power distributor to probably, I think there would be fine. Move the food thing to there. Dismantle that, and then the toilet I also want to move and place it in this corner here. So now we've got more of a living quarters around here, and good grief, loads of stuff that's not connected to the grid. I'll sort that out in a second. In fact, I might as well sort it now. So let's go ahead and say this one. Where is it? This one links. So it was originally linked over there, right? So we'll link it to this one, and that should be fine. And then eventually they'll move the other stuff to the left. So now we have a proper living quarters and a bit more of an industrial one over here. That one also needs to be linked, which I will link it to. Looks like the closest one there. And now everything is powered up a little bit. What's that? No available resources yet because they haven't harvested them. I think there is some stuff harvestable. Yeah, we've got some root vegetables to harvest there, so they can do that. So we've now got a little bit of a crew quarters. This is saying there's no ice available. So yeah, that's fine. I think what we're going to do, for some reason we haven't hailed these, and I don't know why. Is it because something's broke? I really don't know. System readiness level? Let's say always and see if someone actually crews it straight away. So they have done that, and that's fine. So if I say hail, are they going to do it? Maybe there's no one to hail. Maybe they're not wanting to do it. That one? Hail? Ship unstable. So what's that? Operations offline and no worker. So they can't. And that one is operations. Right, that's why. We can't hail them because they've got no operations. We could explore this ship. We could explore it. But what I want to do is go over to here. Prepare for jumping. So we can prepare the ship to jump. You can see they're still salvaging this, but I just wanted to show you what we can do here. So we've prepared the ship for jump. We have got everybody back on board. they're docked up now, and everything is now basically said, no, you can't, you can no longer go out there. That's why it's all marked as restricted, preparing to jump. There's the engines, and we should now be able to jump. Mining pods recalled, shuttles restricted, yeah, that's fine. So, are we still spooling up? I think we are still waiting for navigator. Everyone's... Yeah, so what's happened? Everyone's decided that basically, because it's no longer work time, we don't need a navigator. That's fine, we can deal with it in the morning if need be. Actually, no, we don't need to. We can just make it always ready. So that now allows you to spool up, and then you can jump, and we can set the place where we can go. So we can go here, might as well travel there. So we can come along here, and I'm just going to head back to the starting location, because it was a much nicer place. We started here, I believe. I'm going to go to this section, and I think I'll jump. And as you can see, the ship is still a little bit broken, which is not great, but with a little animation there, and then we can set where we want to go. So this is the different sector. What have we got here? We've got... I don't know what that is over there, but I'm going to probably deploy in the middle here, and we can see that we've got a ship that's already in the sector, a bit of a derelict there, and then something to mine on the left-hand side, an asteroid there. But I think that is pretty much all the basics there. Don't know if that's a great example of the overall moment to moment. I think it's a fair example of what can happen, which is pirates can turn up and you get shot. It may be that because I went too far out that happened, but there you are. Either way, I managed to build some guns, not so much there. We've mined some asteroids, we've explored, we've seen people fight and capture what can happen. Some of the freeform building stuff, all I think is, you know, fairly represented there. Overall, I'm very excited to play some more, quite frankly. I wouldn't keep this crew and ship because I've made so many mistakes, but because you can build these how you want, it gives loads of options to do loads of different designs and to try out things, different security levels with obviously like different doors, and work out all of the quite complex sort of distribution networks, especially when it comes to like the noxious gas stuff and the temperature, where you'll have to manage those and deal with all the consequences of that. Obviously you'll get more crew and recruit and that sort of thing. The game itself, I think it's looked really nice. Love the art style of it, love the pixel art of that. All the little animations are really cool. It's very clear and readable. I've had no performance issues. The UI is fairly slick. I've not really had any problems like navigating there. Now and again you do get the pop-ups like for where it says insufficient resources, then it disappears, but that's just all minor stuff. Really is minor stuff for an early access title. I really can't knock it in any great way. If there's any criticism level at it, it's a bit silent. You get the ambient space noise and the odd bit of music, but I'm not hearing like any of this when you zoom in. Like you can hear this whirring away or purring or anything like that, and that's really the only things I can say about it. Can't speak for balance because, as I said, I've only played a quite short amount, but overall very much enjoying. Going to be playing more. If you want to see more, then by all means let me know too, and we'll see how it goes. Links in the description as always, so you can check the game out yourself if you do so desire. Thank you very much for watching. Comments in the comments. Take care, and generic partings.